G'day again. As promised, we have update number 13. I have begun rubbing this, so I've moved it out of the shed, put it on a trolley. Just need to wash it. Okay, this here, which I'm quite surprised, I actually expected it to come up better than this, but it hasn't. Right, I've got quite a few layers here. Now, once you hit metal, once you expose the metal, there's no point rubbing any further, because it obviously means that these areas are low. So it's sort of almost it's almost cleared it, but you know, that bit there I could probably get away with another primer coat. This one here, no. See, this is actually too deep for a primer fill. I'm going to have to re-putty that. Same with here. See, they're too deep, quite deep layers here. And I didn't know they were there before. You know, I thought that was reasonably straight. This is why you use a guide coat. Again, down here, I've hit metal. This one's not deep. This one I could get away with just a bit of primer on it. Up here again, we have another dent, quite deep. And you look at these things and you think, well, why didn't I notice that before? You know, I can feel that. But yeah, when you're doing a whole car, you tend to miss things, you know. Which actually comes back to what I was told by my TAFE teacher, is that you just focus on one panel and get it ready rather than concentrating on a whole car. But you know, that's works in theory but not always in practice, especially when you're waiting to buy paints and whatever. Okay, this panel here, which I thought was going to be the worst panel of all, has actually come up quite well. It's up here, these had holes in them for the chrome strip, which I removed and welded up, and I've puttied up, and they've actually come up straight, smooth, quite good. Down here, even though I've hit metal there, it's not really a low. I'll put a bit more primer over that. It'll be okay. The only real issue is just here. Again, that's quite low. I could probably keep rubbing on this and actually take that out. But sometimes what you'll get is that your putty will rub back at a different rate to what your primer will. So there's a possibility that the primer will rub back easier than the putty, and if I keep trying to rub that out, I'll end up with it low all the way around it. So I'm going to leave that as is now and put some more primer on there. Again, see, I've hit metal here without rubbing away the guide coat. Get right in close. There's not much of it, it's just a few lines. That'll fill easily with more primer. Same up here. So yeah, I'm quite pleased this panel actually came up a whole lot better than I thought it was. As I said, I'll just spot a few bits of primer around a couple of the areas and go it again with a 240. This is 240. I've got a little bit too much detergent in there. You did put a little bit in it, but what it does is that when you rinse it off, it just helps it to rinse easier. It stops your paper clogging up. But I've actually got a little too much detergent. This here, this is a half sheet sander. It's actually a plaster sander. I got this from a plaster shop, which was designed to old plaster sanding mesh. But yeah, it's got a rubber backing, sort of fairly soft, but yeah, that helps you get, you know, these larger areas flat, smooth. So anyway, yep, I shall continue with this. I'll get this rubbed back again now, and then I'll put a little bit more putty this in here. I don't know, I haven't rubbed the other side yet, so I don't know what I'm going to have to do on that yet, but yeah, I'll put a bit more putty in a few places, and then a bit more primer in a few more places, and I'll go over it again with the 240. Anyway, hopefully we'll do an update on Monday with a full coat of primer. Okay, bye.